Hey, happy July! I'm gonna have some crazy times this month because I'm going to be having a baby. But in other news, I beat Piss On. Well, Red Piss On. Second time beating Piss On. He's pissed off. And, yeah, thanks to Frost. Frost, this is gonna end up costing you money, mate. Just a thought. Oh well, I'm sure it's fine.
Grind it up.
Well, so I beat Piss On. I went through to an island village where they didn't really say a lot, apart from an old man was like, "You got the wind rune, so come on through." So I went on through, and then there was another village where they were like, well, we don't do much here, because we can't ride our boats anywhere. And then I've seen that can't get, like, you don't really upgrade your gear very much, because it's too expensive, and then you look at it and they go like, oh, and it's going to increase you by like 2. And after Frost gave me the tip on regarding the defense and attack potions, and like they increase by like 30 or 40 at a time, like absolutely broken. So maybe like, I mean, next time I'm at the weapon or armor place, maybe I might get something if I've got enough, but it doesn't seem to be much of a priority. And now I'm in a town full of stereotypical tribal villagers, and I think I'm going to be getting the water rune at some point when I next play. But right now I'm absolutely knackered, so we'll see. Anyway, try.
Grind it up.
Yeah, so no audio because for some reason my little emulator doesn't like the audio on 7th Saga specifically. Very weird. Anyway, so I went to a village full of people as village full of people. What the fuck you on about? It's the 7th Saga. It's full of sort of more developing people, I guess. You know, they're tribal. They live in little grass huts, which on the inside are still made of brick. Anyway, so I was just stumped because they've got the water rune, and like I didn't see any way to fucking do it. So what you do is you just keep bothering the sage guy. You had to talk to him 9 times. 9 times. And then just to be persistent. But yeah. The fuck? So yeah, have to get him crops without rain. And I think there's like an engineer or something at the previous town, which is Pell. Right, I'm in Gunts. Fuck me. Right. I mean, not right now. It's a little bit late. Right, I think that's where I go, and then I go in, and that's not the guy. Is this the guy? Yeah, the digger. Do I need him for something? Yes. Dig for underground water? Yes. Okay. Right, he joins the group. So there's a digger guy. He digs. He's gonna dig a well. I might be slightly, I might hit the end of my tether. I haven't read any further ahead, so I'm guessing that, like, after doing this, I just continue to do what you always seem to do in this game and just go wherever the next bit is. It's very, like, reminds me a lot of Dragon Quest in that way. In that the, oh, hello, Sage, you're right there. Okay, it's you again. Who's the man? What are you going to do with him? And he just wanders off, and he's going to make a well. Just walked around in a big square, wiggling about. Oh, this is a bit like one of my Let's Plays. Oh, I didn't really mean to do this, but oh well, might as well. There we go. He's made a big old hole, made a big old thing. I'm guessing, and then I'll just guess I'll continue to go westish. Not west, east. Naughty elephant squirt water. Yeah, east. Because like Dragon Quest, this is actually quite seems to be quite linear. You just kind of do a wiggly path around the world. Right. So yeah, the guy's got water. I've saved the village. Now I've got the water rune. Whatever the water rune does. What's the water rune do? But yeah. Yeah. Oh. Does something if I use it during battle. Oh, there we go. And go to the east for the next rune. Brilliant. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so this one does a heal. Cool beans. Right, well, see you later.
Grind it up.
So I made it across to wherever this place is, where some guy has taken the star rune and taken over the castle, and apparently this will make his defense really high, so that's going to be fun. Work that one out. I'm sure it'll be great. And there's loads of equipment in the shops that I can't afford. So, grind it up.
Grind it up.
Right, sorry, I'm going to be a bit loud. I'm outside in the real world. But I had a moment and I could talk about it. So, I went into underneath. Ah, no, it's windy. Well, let's try that. There we go. And the wind's died down, brilliant. So yeah, I went under the town, and there was a dungeon underneath a graveyard, and there's the skeleton head things from the thing, and I beat a bunch of trap boxes. So yay me! Let's see if I get through.
Grind it up.
So in the town where well, in the dungeon, basically, actually, the dungeon. When we're on the way to the star rune, I've hit one of those points where my reach has exceeded my grasp. So it's gonna be a whole shit ton of grinding, because even like a town back, the enemies outside the in the overworld are a little bit too hard, to the point where like if RNGesus isn't on your side, you end up with an encounter which is just like might in a turn just kill one of your dudes. It's a very hard game. Very hard game, and I'm told that you don't if you shouldn't grind too much because you might soft lock yourself at a later point, which is a bit fucked. But yeah, we'll see how we go. At the very least, I've cost Bill and Frost a little bit of money, so you know it's not too bad. But we'll probably keep going.
Grind it up.
Okay, at some point I'm gonna stop being surprised and stop having to say, can X thing in new location in 7th Saga just fuck off? I keep hitting the same fucking mob, and it's two of those fucking thing heads. You know, the spidery dudes, and they're fucking... Ugh. They're constantly putting my defense down, and then, like, both of them will go at once and just, like, wipe out a member of my party. It just means that it's like, well, I can't defend every turn, so I have to actually do something. Fuck's sake, mate. The fuck? Ah.
Grind it up.
I'm past the spiders, fucking past the spiders. I'm gonna beat up a guy. I'm past the spiders, fucking past the spiders. Clipping loads. Oh shit. Oh well. Gonna suck for you to hear me. Oh well. I'm past the fucking spiders. Yeah.
Grind it up.
Just beat Ledgers, he was a twat. Seriously. No, seriously, So, if you are thinking of playing this game, when you go through the dungeon that's underneath the castle where you're gonna get the star rune, then, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Fucking spent like ages with him just being like, defense down, and me being like, defense up, and defense down, defense up, defense down, defense up. Oh, we're both out of MP, and now we're just having to resort to punching each other. Also, you don't get your partner. What the fuck's going on with that? What a load of nonsense. But yeah. But yeah, Star Rune! Yay! Bit closer to costing Villain Frost some more money. Woohoo!
Grind it up.
So, like, I went to the next place, and it's called Bone, and there's, like, this little kid there who's like, oh, by the way, I'm doing stuff, because I have not had any chance to be alone, ever. Anyway, so, yeah, there's this little kid who's like, oh, well, I was wanting to meet my uncle at Bonrow, so we could go on to the next place, but I found myself in Bone, which is on the other side of the world, so, get him back there, get the ferry over to Pandem, which is a very silly name, and yeah, instantly get my ass kicked by the local fauna. So back to Bone. There's a cave near Bone, and let's see what's in the cave. It's not flashy, so there's not going to be a rune there, but you know these kind of games, there's going to be something there, and for some reason it's going to be important. So that's my current thing, but it's full of Spideks still, and they can just fuck right off. Straight up, if it turns out the next rune does like a speed increase, that's just gonna break the game for me, because high speed stats seems to just make it so that you don't get hurt ever. So there must be some way of increasing that, right? The enemies can increase it. The enemies will have crazy speed and defense stats anyway. It's ludicrous. Anyway, see you in a bit.
Grind it up.
So it definitely seems that, like, after the third rune is definitely a place where you stall out on this, isn't it? Proper ill. Just on the tail end, maybe? Or maybe I'm just in the middle of it, I don't fucking know. I don't know how long this infection's gonna last. Fucking ages. The fuck? And second kid, not turned up yet. The fuck's up with that? But yeah, no, I've just been like ramming my face against a brick wall, which is like the enemies that I'm encountering. It's absolutely ludicrous. Someone told me I didn't have to do the cave next to Bone, which is good, because that means I don't have to deal any more fucking Spideks. But yeah, shit's really hard. It's really hard to properly grind. Oh well, I don't think I'll get much done the rest of this month, since it's the end of the month now. So I'll get this all together for the single most polished thing that I do, even though I don't really do much. I just like lump it all in a big queue. But yeah, all of you should join the thingy Discord. What's it called? RPG Years, yeah. Join the RPG Years Discord, play some 7th Saga, and hell, if we can't get 10 people finishing it in order to get Bill to pay up everything, we can get, what would it be? 70 people to just do the first bit. Yeah, let's do that. Right, anyway, see ya.
Grind it up, grind it up, grind it up, grind it up.